Hi guys, this is Skaggs and welcome to the channel. Last week you all had two projects to choose from, this mirror and this vase, and most of you all chose this mirror. So this week we'll be making this mirror. Now all the materials needed for this project would be found in the description down below. Now let's get started. Now to get started, we'll measure 24.5 inches, and that's the center point of this tree. Then we'll mark our center point and cut it in half. Now we'll cut along this line. Now to make it easier, we'll push down one side, and this will make it easier to cut around the curve. Now I'm using this flower mesh shape wrap for the measurement, and it's about 3/4 inches wide. Now I cut two pieces of this flower mesh shape wrap, and all I'm going to do is place one on one side and one on the other side, and this would give me this sliding mechanism, and I'll be using this as the guide to cut out all the pieces. Now guys, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing. We have great videos like this coming every Thursday. Now if you all cannot find this tree, you all could use poster boards, and I found that working with the poster boards made this project a lot easier to do. And you could spray paint them in any color that you choose. Now these are the amount of pieces I was able to get, and this is what I had remaining. Now I glued the pieces together like this. Now this material is very smooth, so I'm using these clothespins to keep them together until we're ready to put them together completely. Now if you're using the poster board, this material is much easier to use. You don't need the clothespins. Now we'll continue gluing all of the pieces together. Now we'll take our three largest sizes and we'll be gluing them together like this. Now we'll take our clothespin and we'll keep all of them together. Now we'll take our three smaller sizes and we'll repeat the same process. Now we'll take the pieces that we glued together. Now I've stacked up some cardboard on my table, and we're going to make two holes right in the center here. Now you could use a hot knife or whatever you have to make these holes. It does not have to be a drill. Now I'm using this wire that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I've cut a piece. I've made a U shape, and we're going to stick that in between the holes and twist it, so this would absolutely hold our pieces together. Now these are the pieces that we would have. Now this little one, we'll be using this to make a necklace project coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that as well. Now we'll be using this bling wrap, and we'll be cutting it 4 by 4, and we'll be gluing it right here to cover up the wire, and we'll be using one of these flower mesh shape wrap in the middle. Now I'm using this Dollar Tree wire, and this wire is not that strong, so you guys could choose a stronger wire. Now this material, you need to have this sanded on this side and this side. Now if you're using this poster board, you don't have to do this step. Now we'll take our wire, shape it to our piece, and then we'll glue that in place. Now we'll be cutting some strips of paper, and we'll be using these to reinforce the wire. Now we'll repeat the same process for the other side. Now we'll cut the excess wire about 7 inches long. Now once we have our two pieces, we would take our pattern piece and we would lay it down, and we would place this point at this point. Now we would shape our wire to add on our second piece. Now we will make sure that our smaller set is sanded all the way up on the both sides. Now we would line up the pieces and make sure we line up the top piece as well, and then glue them all together just like this. And now that we have this part glued in place, we could raise up the top part and glue this in place as well. Now while we're setting it in place, we want to make sure that this side is in the front. Now we'll continue gluing our paper to finish off this side. Now this is how it looks at the front, and it is perfectly sturdy. This holds up very nice and it looks like it's floating in midair. Now we'll repeat the same process for the other side. We will line up our piece, making sure that these points line up, and we'll place our piece right here and line it up and glue it in place just like we did the other side. Now you could paint the back of this black so it matches the rest of the piece. Now we'll take our bling wrap and we'll cut 9 rows by 8 rows. Now we'll take a piece of poster board, cut the size that we need, and glue our bling wrap onto the poster board. Now we will stick this flower mesh shape wrap in the middle. Now we'll take these coffee filter sticks and we'll cut them in half. Now we'll stick the piece onto our coffee filter sticks. Now we'll glue 3 of our flower mesh shape wrap onto our coffee filter sticks and cut off the excess. Now we'll glue it in the middle here, and this is how it looks in the back. Now we'll repeat this same process for the both of them. Now this is how it looks after we're done putting it together. Now we need 9 of these for a 13-inch mirror. Now we'll take this and we'll glue it onto our coffee filter sticks. Now we'll glue on our flower mesh shape wrap, and we need 9 of these as well. Now we'll get a piece of cardboard and cut it the same size as our mirror. Now we'll glue our pieces in place, making sure that this edge is off the cardboard. Now we'll reinforce it with paper. Now we'll repeat this process for all the other pieces. Now we'll take these pieces and we'll glue them in the middle here. Now we want to have them centered right around this area. Once we have finished gluing on the pieces, these portions would be raised more than these. So we are going to use these cardboard to fill in the spaces and also to give these some more reinforcement. Now we'll do that throughout the cardboard so that we could glue on our mirror. Now we'll glue our mirror in place. Now we'll take a piece of bling wrap, 6 rows by 5 rows, and we'll stick this right here to cover up these pieces. Now we'll stick this flower mesh shape wrap in the middle, and we'll repeat this process for all of them. Now I'll be filling in these spaces at the side with the flower mesh shape wrap. Now to hang it on the wall, I took this 14 gauge wire, I bent it like this, and this is how I stuck it to the back of the mirror. Now I use these cardboards here for reinforcement, just to make sure that this mirror isn't going anywhere. Now this is how this mirror looks on the wall. I absolutely love this mirror, guys. It's really gorgeous. Now some of you guys voted for the vase, and we'll be making that next week. So guys, if you all like this mirror, and would like to recreate it, let me know in the comment section down below. You know I love hearing from you guys. Thanks for taking the time out to watch the video. You have a blessed and awesome day. Now if you like this video, you may also like these as well. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one.